So we're walking into the stand in this direction, and we have Triumph's first foray into the motor. Not first, they were doing it years ago. Steve McQueen was riding one back in the 60s and 70s. So we have the motocross bikes. You know, if you're in the market, 11 grand for a 450, I don't know is that big money or not. I do like riding them. You can buy a 250 for 9.8. I'm gonna be brutally honest with you, I don't know is that good price or not. But we are going to go on. Okay, so we have the Tigers. Now, anyone who's watched any of my videos in the past knows that I'm a massive Triumph fan. I have two. I have an old T595 Daytona, which I'm converting into a bloody cafe racer type bike. But I also have a 1971 Triumph Bonneville, because I was born in 1971. I used to have a 675 race bike, 675 Daytona race bike. Broke my heart letting that one go. So I'm a massive fan. And I've always said, yeah, the Tiger 1200s, and especially the 800s and the 900s, awesome bikes, but I hate to say this. When you see the likes of like the new BMWs, love or hate the looks of it, you know, and you look at the KTMs, you look at Ducati and the Multistradas, Triumph have done nothing with the Tigers now, it seems like in years, and they're just looking a bit boring. Now all the tests, they still come up top, they still perform unbelievably well. Just the design and the style, they just seem to kind of stalled a little bit. And I mean, they're handsome enough bikes, but I'm just not getting it out of Triumph anymore. They need, in my opinion, they just need to keep the dynamics, keep the machinery itself, the mechanics, nothing wrong with that, but I think it needs a new design direction. That sounds wanky, but you know what I mean. The big news is they have the Tiger 800. I don't even know what to say about this bike. It's the best description I can give it, I suppose, is it's a commuter bike, because I don't know, it's an easy riding, it's 11 grand, it's 115 horsepower, it's fine, it's just fine. Oh, it's like the Tigers, it's just nothing, and that's a brand new bike. The Trident 660s, this 660 engine, oh yes, and they have the Daytona 660 as well. Now this is a lovely little bike. I would love to take a spin on it. 95 PS, so just under 100 horsepower. That is a tidy little bike. Really, really nice little bike. Oh, it's not as sport orientated as I thought, but maybe that's just not the market. It's a bit comfy. Could I imagine myself hooning around Mondello on this? I mean, I would for the crack. I don't know how much enjoyment I'd get out of it. That's nice, the Trident 660. These are nice little bikes. This one, the Speed Triple 1200, I mean, it's still here. It hasn't changed in a couple of years. The RS, the naked version. Oh, God, I hate the fact that I'm like not exactly showing as much enthusiasm. The 765, the RS, an absolute storm of an engine, storm of a bike, but they will be crying for ages to bring out a fair version of it, and they didn't. They have the Daytona 660. What we wanted is a Daytona 765, and they haven't done it. And the worst thing is they're racing them. You can get one. Who is it? Luke Stapleford? Let me have a look. Yeah, Luke Stapleford. We're going to have a look around here. That baby there. He came second. Let me have a look. Finished second in the British Supersport Championship only last year on that. So why don't they have a road version of that, a road legal version of that? I've no idea. Anyway, we've stumbled upon, a Bonneville bobber. 14,000 pounds, it's only about 80 horsepower, but it's a 1200cc twin, so it's got loads of torque, but look at that. Only Triumph can do this. I mean, yeah, Royal Enfield are bloody good. They don't have anything like this. But they're like, well, actually, do they? I'm talking out of my hoop. That just looks the dogs. I really like this. This one's got the twin brakes on the front. They never used to have the twin discs at the front, but I think that looks awesome. That is typically Triumph. And here we are. This is Triumph's bread and butter. We have the Bonnevilles, we have the Speedmasters. I'm making it up as I go. The Bonneville T100, the new Bonneville T120. It's an Elvis Presley version. I don't know what that's about. Speed Twin 1200. Bit too much orange. These colours are a bit too modern for me. The Scrambler 900. So that's 9.8. I don't know how much horsepower that makes. More than enough. Great looking bike. Great looking bike. So the retro style bikes, they know how to make them. They're their bread and butter. You can't fault Triumph on them. You know what I know what I'm looking for. I don't know where it is though. I need to go find it. Oh, I see one. I see one. The mad bastard that is the Rocket 3 GT. All 2.5 litres of madness, 182 horsepower. There's not even a horsepower on this. It has about 500 foot-pound of torque or something like that. So this is 24 grand. I mean, can you get a pound per cc? That's got to be the best value bike here at the show. Absolute nuts. Now this one up here is the Evel Knievel version. When I read about this, I'm like, why would they have, and you know, apparently Evel Knievel was a big Triumph fan. I wasn't aware of that. Evel Knievel, for all you kids out there, kids as in those born since the year 1990, 1980, Evel Knievel was a mad stunt rider. When I was a kid, 40 odd years ago, he was a hero of mine. Kind of the wrong bike to pay homage to him. And I don't really know that many people who'd be that committed to Evel Knievel to get one. But there's Triumph Rocket 3, absolutely awesome, insane bikes, absolutely love them. So, another Stormart, 23 grand. Okay, that's Triumph. I'm a little bit deflated. I wish they need to change the Tigers. They need to seriously bring it, they just need to revamp the design on them. Bring them up, they're just too conservative. This is going to sound like, they look no different than a Kawasaki Versys or a Yamaha Tracer, you know, and I'm not trying to be disparaging to those bikes, but they're very conservative looking bikes. They're nice, they do a job, but they're not going to twiddle your nudges. I just made that up. I have no idea what I'm talking about. I think they need to do a redesign of the Triumph, the Tigers. Bring out a road legal version of that, 765 RS. 660 is a good start. We want a 765. Right, where am I going to next? Yeah, have a quick trip across the way to Norton.